Hello, I'm Morgan Freeman, and I'll be narrating the story of Lady Thor, how she came to be, and how she triumphed over all the comic charts, becoming a dominant force in the comic industry and the movie industry. It began one dark and stormy night as a brave comic creator lies sitting in his study, doodling away. Oh my god. Oh my god, what have I done? This is brilliant. Susan! Susan! Susan, get in here! Susan! What? What do you want? Susan, I've done something amazing. I've done something wonderful. All our dreams are going to come true. We're gonna be people, Susan. We're gonna be people. Oh, let me see what you've drawn. I, I don't know what this is, Robert. It's clearly Thor, but you've taken mass from his biceps and turned them into pillowy, pendulous pectoral muscles, and soft lips, and magnificent ivory skin like a newborn babe. Robert! Robert! Is this Lady Thor? Yes, it is, darling. I don't know if the world is ready for this, Robert. It doesn't matter if the world is ready. In fact, I know they're not. But we are ready for the world. It is time that we save them from their own bigotry by drawing Lady Thor's, and making lots of money off of it too. Pack your bags, darling. They will never stop hunting us for this. We must go into the night. There are people in Sweden who will hide us until the long night is over. Oh, Robert, must we? Yes, we must. Why? Because I said so. Now pack a bag. Marvel is making Thor into a woman. They're doing this as a massive PR stunt. I really don't like this just because it never goes well. It always just reverts back to regular old Thor. They like the PR. I mean, Disney now owns Marvel and Disney owns ABC, and this was announced on The View, which means every other kind of place has to talk about it, and it's just not creative. It's not a good story arc. It's not something you can base a movie off of. This happens a lot. There's lots of characters who they just duplicate and they change one aspect of them and they think that this is a story. I wish that people could be more creative. I wish that people would reward creativity and not just subsidize this foolishness. I started with Morgan Freeman in the beginning, and I remember a clip of him saying, "Can't we just stop talking about race?" And I guess this also applies to gender, and for that matter, sexual orientation and transsexuality. And they can't because they make money off of it. And I'm all for money, but with these characters, they're not going to be anyone's favorite character. They're not going to be in a movie or a TV show. And I mean not just Lady Thor, but the Black Miss Marvel, uh, the black version of Doctor Strange, the younger version of Wonder Woman, Batwing, X-23, or Dakin. These are just copies. They're copies because they could no longer justify putting Wolverine in 4 different comic books, so they have to come up with X-23 and put her in a 5th comic book. It's the one thing about comics that I really disagree on a basic level. It's not misogyny. In fact, I think it's misogynistic to do this because what you're doing is you're making the best characters in comics, the best female characters, or black characters, or gay characters, or even transsexual characters. You're making them extensions of the white, male, heterosexual characters, right? Like in the Ultimate Universe, they made a gay Colossus. They knew that if they just made a gay character, they wouldn't be able to prop him up by himself, so they grafted him on to this existing character of Colossus, and it's just stupid. Stop doing that. They sometimes they do come up with new characters. You know, DC and Marvel are very mature universes, and there's not a lot of room for new characters. But you know, they just added in Marvel, they just added Alpha a little bit ago, and Starbrand, and they're both white guys. You know, if they want to put females at the center of their universes, black characters, gay characters, transgender characters, asexual characters, why not use them? You know, it would make more sense. It'd be more respectful, and you wouldn't have to change back in about a year like we know that they're going to do. My prediction, anyway, for the Lady Thor storyline is that I originally thought it was going to be Angela who becomes Lady Thor. I think it's going to be Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, formerly known as Miss Marvel. And the reason for that is the helmet. The helmet looks very similar to the Captain Marvel helmet that we see now. We also don't see Captain Marvel in any of the promotional materials, and we know that we're going to get a Captain Marvel movie pretty soon. They've been hinting at this. They've been pushing this. Captain Marvel's blonde, Thor's blonde, Lady Thor's blonde. I originally thought just like the magic of Mjolnir would turn Angela's hair blonde, but she's in the promotional stuff for the new Avengers lineup. Take care.